For centuries, the galaxy believed Earth was insignificant. On every interstellar chart, it was marked the same way: primitive Class 0 civilization, no response. The other civilizations had long stopped expecting anything from it. The Galactic Assembly, an alliance of thousands of advanced species, had tried many times to contact Earth. They sent signals, translations, even diplomatic probes. Every message returned the same result: silence, confusion, or primitive interference. Eventually, Earth was written off entirely. No invitations were sent anymore. No seats were reserved. No votes were counted. In the grand halls of the galaxy's governing body, Earth became a joke, a forgotten backwater world that never evolved past its own atmosphere. They called it the Silent Blue Sphere. The meetings Earth never attended. Cycle after cycle, the Galactic Assembly gathered to decide the fate of civilizations, trade routes, wars, and cosmic law. And every time, someone would remark, "Has Earth responded yet?" Followed by laughter. Still silent. Still primitive. Still irrelevant. What they didn't know, what they never bothered to understand, was that Earth was not silent. It was listening, learning, adapting. Behind the silence, on Earth, humanity had indeed received the signals. But instead of one unified response, they reacted with confusion, skepticism, and fear. Governments debated whether the signals were real. Scientists argued over decoding methods. Religions interpreted them as prophecy or deception. For decades, nothing was unified, but something else was happening quietly beneath the noise. Humanity was advancing, not through alien guidance, but through pressure. Every intercepted fragment of alien communication became inspiration. Every failed translation became a puzzle. Every unknown signal became a challenge. And slowly, impossibly, Earth began to change. First came unified global space agencies, then planetary defense networks, then faster-than-light theoretical drives, then something no one in the galaxy expected. Earth stopped trying to say hello and started preparing. The rise of the Terran fleet. By the time the Galactic Assembly held its 10,742nd summit, Earth had already crossed a threshold no one had monitored. Deep beyond the moon, hidden behind layers of stealth fields and gravitational decoys, humanity built something extraordinary. A fleet, not one ship, not 10, but over 1,000 warships. Each one forged from hybrid engineering, human innovation combined with reverse-engineered alien tech fragments recovered from decades of silent observation. They were not the largest ships in the galaxy. They were not the most elegant. But they had something no other species accounted for: adaptability born from isolation. While the galaxy evolved through shared knowledge and alliances, Earth evolved alone, forced to solve problems without permission, shortcuts, or external validation. And that made humanity dangerous in a way no one understood. The day the silence broke, the Galactic Assembly was in session when the anomaly appeared. At first, it was detected as a distortion near the Sol system. Then the sensors failed, then recalibrated, then failed again. And suddenly, a fleet emerged, not one ship, not a diplomatic vessel, but a formation so vast it blocked starlight. 1,000 warships exited fold space in perfect synchronization, surrounding the Assembly's outer observation zone. For the first time in recorded history, the galaxy went silent. No laughter, no chatter, no debate, just stunned disbelief. Earth finally speaks. A transmission interrupted every channel across the Assembly. It was not translated. It did not need to be, because it was broadcast in every known frequency, every known language pattern, and several that had never been documented before. And the message was simple: you stopped inviting us, so we assumed we were already at war. A pause, then another line: we are Earth, and we have questions of our own. Panic among the stars. Civilizations at once dismissed Earth scrambled to respond. Some called for immediate defense protocols. Others insisted negotiation. A few attempted to identify Earth's fleet composition, but failed. The ships didn't match any known classification. They weren't purely military. They weren't purely scientific. They were something new. Hybrid vessels designed for multiple roles: warfare, survival, reconstruction, and deep space endurance. A civilization that had never left its cradle had built a fleet designed not just to fight, but to endure anything. The unexpected truth. As communication stabilized, Earth revealed something no one expected. They had never received a true invitation. Every signal sent to them had been filtered, corrupted, or dismissed by intermediary alien systems that feared what a rapidly advancing young civilization might become. Earth had been deliberately isolated, not because it was weak, but because it was unpredictable. And now, unpredictability had arrived at the doorstep of the galaxy. The shift in power. The Galactic Assembly faced an impossible realization. Earth was not a lost civilization. It was a self-developed wildcard, a species that had grown without external influence, rules, or containment. And now it stood among them, not as a petitioner, but as a peer, or something more dangerous, a challenger. A new era begins. Negotiations began immediately, not from a position of superiority, but caution. Earth did not demand conquest. It did not declare war. Instead, it asked questions about governance, about resource distribution, about why civilizations so advanced still struggle with inequality, conflict, and collapse. And for the first time in millions of years of galactic history, the Assembly had no immediate answers. The legacy of the Silent Sphere. Earth had once been labeled insignificant, a forgotten blue world at the edge of an ordinary star. But silence, it turned out, was not emptiness. It was preparation. And while the galaxy debated, ignored, and dismissed, Earth built, learned, evolved, and returned not as a guest, but as a force that had rewritten its own place among the stars.